Hello guys, hi.
Ja, YouTube is live too.
Hoekom is ek nie in YouTube nie?
Yes, hier is YouTube.
Ja, ek sien net vir jou.
Ek wou maar dis al was.
Oh, wow, okay. Hi everyone. Kyk vir Insta.
I think it's Instagram live.
I'm gonna check now. It looks.
I think Instagram is live.
Oh, it didn't work. That's so weird.
Is TikTok live?
I'm gonna check all that now.
Is Facebook live?
I'm checking all of them. I'm busy checking them. Instagram is the yes. Facebook is live. I'm on Facebook.
Hello, hi everyone.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Okay, maar check gou Insta weer, want ek kan begin praat.
Jy kan maar begin praat.
Hi guys.
Matthew, is Instagram working?
It seems like it's working. I'm checking on my side.
We also have Insta here.
It's not working. Okay. Okay, just talk to the people. Hello Anita, hi Bianca on YouTube. At least we know YouTube.
Hello everyone. Hi, we're just trying to get all the different platforms up and running.
Hi Amina.
Hello Amina. We are waiting on Instagram.
Yeah, it says it's live. I click on here, it's loading, but it's some weird stuff. Like
What
like
does
it
it
says
say?
it's live. It's just we're having trouble loading this live video. Hold on.
Okay, then cancel it and try again because
No.
it's not live.
What is that?
Hi everyone. Good evening. Welcome. We are just getting everything sorted. Lisa's typing big stories here.
Hi Ilse from George
Hello
on
Ilse.
YouTube. Okay, I'm checking Facebook.
Matthew said Facebook was working.
Facebook is working.
Facebook is up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say hi to the people on Facebook. I'm not sure how to find TikTok, but Instagram doesn't know.
TikTok is working.
A new One Piece.
Instagram is sickening. How funny. Instagram is usually the easiest.
Yeah,
one.
it's normally the easy one.
Okay.
But speak to the people, it's fine. We've got a lot of other platforms to go here.
Okay guys, so if you're new here, let me explain what we do. I'm Amanda, this is my daughter Lisa, and behind the camera is Matthew. And we are from the creative supply store Fabric with an 8. And we do these live tutorials every Tuesday. And how it works is we do a short tutorial and then we do a Q&A session. That's normally after the tutorial, and you can ask me anything you're struggling with. If you're struggling with your machine, if you're struggling with specific things, then if I don't know the answer, obviously I will get back to you on that. But so while we're doing the tutorial, normally we just ask questions about what I'm actually physically doing, and then afterwards is a Q&A. And then I'm also going to do a little talk tonight on some new products, very exciting. We are having a slight issue with Instagram at the moment. Don't know what.
Seems to be live now. We've got a follower.
It doesn't seem live there.
Can anyone on any other platform tell us whether we are live on Instagram? Maybe let me restart Instagram here.
No.
No, it's not, Matthew.
Just it's making thinking noises in the corner. There's 2 people. Are you not? Maybe no.
Okay, let me go check.
Check on my computer. So
It's not up.
oh. Okay.
It's just flat out not up. There's 1 person on there, Matthew. That's not working.
Okay, so we're just getting Instagram up. But if you, in the meantime, say hi in the chat so we know you here. And Lisa will explain to you where to get the patterns just now. And yeah, tell me if you've been making something.
Please stop. Matthew is harassing me.
Oh gosh, you know, we've never struggled with Instagram. We've only struggled with the others. Tonight, the Instagram is our problem. It seems me and Matthew, our live Tuesdays, we do a tutorial, and then.
Okay.
Hi Cheryl. Hi.
Trying to fix YouTube.
Oh, this yeah. Right.
Okay. Well, let us know in chat if you guys are joining tonight. We'd love to say hi to you. And also, especially, let us know if it's your first time here.
That seems to be.
YouTube looks
Yep,
like it's
I think
back
so.
up. Let us know in chat if it's your first time here.
Yeah.
Matthew, zoom in a bit on YouTube.
And also, tell us if you've been making stuff. Tell us what you've made. Tell us if you've made one of our projects and you've struggled, or it was easy, or it's lagging. It's behind there. It's coming more.
Like halfway through the cable almost. Hi Dione Filyoon on Facebook.
It takes
Ilse
a while,
Smith
yeah.
on YouTube asks if you can share the centimeters because she can't print the pattern.
Oh.
Centimeters by centimeters.
Of the ooh, I didn't
As we go along.
I didn't print the pattern. Oh well, I can measure it. I will measure the pattern.
So she's planning on making the sewing machine cover, and Amina made the needle book. Someone also
it's
inboxed.
Amina.
No, someone
No.
else
Oh.
inboxed me that they also made the needle book.
Oh, awesome.
So the needle book is a hit, and someone else messaged me today with their roll up bag, and they made like a makeup brush bag.
Oh, cool. Very
Yes.
cool. Okay, guys, if you have to send us the pictures if you've made something. And make it an Insta-worthy picture so that it looks really good and we can share it with all the other people.
Cinder Seaway's first time here tonight.
Hello, Cindy Seaway.
And Marlene said she made the pajama pants, and Deirdre says hi.
Hello, Deirdre.
Matthew, they say YouTube is lagging quite bad.
Okay, is it?
Reset it again. Are you sure it's now? Recent. Looks like it's working
That
fine on
is
this screen.
recently, but it looks fine to me. It looks fine to me, so I don't know. Hi Sandra, hi Prince Munash, hi Not What You Expect. Welcome everyone. Let us know in chat if it's your first time here. Also let us know if you've made one of the projects. We're on project 22 tonight.
Yeah, 22.
So it's quite
This
exciting.
is project 22 is a revisit because we've had so many people ask about it. So I've remade it. So we're working on the scrunchies tonight. But previously I made one size scrunchie. So I've now made quite a few different sizes, and I've made some add-ons to it. And hopefully with more patterns, you guys will actually see how the patterns change with size. So then you can actually add.
It's cute and it's awesome, and you're never gonna need a scrunchie pattern again because I think there's like 10.
Yeah. Well, there's the bit. I took inspiration from Lynn with my naming. I want to know if Lynn knows what my scrunchy names are. Lynn, I don't know where you are. Are you
She's on Instagram.
Insta? Did you see my scrunchy names? Okay, so obviously you'll see when you print it out that we are now doing our tutorials and our little leaflet that comes out every week. We are doing it in a specific format. So give us also, please, if you see mistakes or anything, let us know. But we are trying to professionalize. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Professionalize the patterns so that they look better, and also so that they will have the same information for all the patterns. But there is some more stuff that I want to add, but we are working on it full time. All right, so if you've printed out my pattern, you will see that I think there is 1, 2, 3. I picked up some weight this last few weeks. And Lisa found a fat photo of me. And we put it on the cupboard in the kitchen so that I can see myself, my fat photo. Which size is this? This might be a average Joe. An average Joe with added untie me. Okay? Not my cup of tea.
I don't know, I should have called this the 50 Shades tutorial.
It's like those thick Alice bands. I could never wear those. Okay,
Ja,
so
TikTok.
what is happening?
Oh,
wait.
Not much.
Moet jy nie van die wifi afklim hier nie, want jy stream nou op ons wifi.
Ja.
Gaan op die huis wifi. So, I'm going to show you one.
Okay, you guys feel welcome to ask any questions about the tutorial as we go along. And I'm monitoring all the platforms. And I'll ask Amanda and interrupt her and ask her your question. But if you have questions about anything else sewing related, you can save us for the end. We order an answer session at the end. So then you can ask all your pressing sewing questions.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to sew from my line to my line at 1 centimeter. Okay, so I'm going to do that quickly. Just get my things ready here. All right. And guys, just a suggestion. Because you're making I'll explain why exactly just now. But when I'm making small things like this, I generally bring down my stitch length to 2. And the reason for that is because after I've sewn around the curves, I'm going to cut close to the curve so that, and then I don't have to do those nips. And because my stitch length is shorter, it makes my seams more stronger, and it won't, but anyway, so I dropped it down to 2 mil, and I'm going to show you why I do that. Okay.
Feedback on Facebook and YouTube is that they also like pins. Hashtag old school.
Old school. We're kicking it old school. Okay, so I'm
green bottles in the way.
Oh shit, sorry. Sorry peeps, thank you. Okay, so I have sewn at 1 centimeter from my 5 centimeter mark to my 5 centimeter mark. Sorry, I completely forgot to give you the measurements. The person that was waiting, I'm assuming you can download the pattern another day, but I'm going to give you this one's measurements. So the So the pattern piece.
Len says next week you have to wear a Foo's shirt.
Yes, no, I'm not, I was never a Foo fighter. Funny enough, I'm more of a Red Hot Chili Peppers chick.
Let us know in chat if you guys prefer pins or clips. Let's have a little poll. I'm gonna count.
Yeah. Okay, so this pattern is 25.5 centimeters. Remember that doubles up because it's on fold. And the width is 13 centimeters. So 25.5 plus, it's 51 centimeters by, what did I say? 13. 51 by 13. That's your total size. Okay. So you're going to double it up. So measure 5 centimeters from the edge and 5 centimeters from the edge. And then you're going to sew at 1 centimeter. And the next thing we have to do is we have to turn this right side out. And there are so many different things that you can use to do this with, but I quite like using the loop turner because that little hook at the edge, I'll come show you guys now. I just hook that somewhere into a piece of fabric and then I can pull it. So I'll show you. Just so you guys can see, it has a little hook at the edge. And that I just use to hook into a piece of fabric so I can turn it over. And once the little tail is coming through, then I just hit it until it is completely out. Okay, so this is now your scrunchie. And what you're going to do is, can you see this little bit? All right. You are going to put these two edges together. These two edges here. And pin them face to face or right side together. All right. And it's a little bit of a tricky sew, but if you sew slowly, I'll explain to you now, because it almost doesn't want to stretch to the one side, but if you sew slowly and you bring it, then it sort of, you almost have to do the first half first. So now I'm
I
gonna,
have a question.
yeah,
How can I sharpen my pins?
no,
Buy new ones.
buy new ones.
www.fabric8.co.za.
Yeah.
Glass-headed pins.
Yes,
Or the
buy new
fancy
ones.
ones.
Buy new ones. Okay.
And also, I can't seem to get it right with the loop turner. Have we done loop turner yet? What is
Yes,
a loop
just
turner?
now.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yes.
she says she can't get it right.
Okay, so let me explain. Okay, let me just finish this up. I'll explain the loop turner to you now. Okay, so I've pinned those two edges together, and I'm gonna now just sew them at 1 centimeter together. And as I said, it's a little bit of a tricky sew, but you just have to sort of get halfway. When you halfway, then the fabric at the back can pull to the front again. There we go. And I'm sewing at 1 centimeter. Last bit. It's always this last bit that gets to be the most difficult. I don't know what happened here. Okay, here we go.
Shout out to our lurkers on Facebook. Please say hi. Just boost our engagement a little bit and then sit back and relax.
Okay, so I just want to come closer and show you guys what I've done now. Is I have just sewn those two raw edges right side to right side, and if I do that, can you see that it makes a circle and my hole is still there? All right, okay, let me explain the loop turner quickly. So the loop turner has this little hook. So what I do is, I don't have one that's undone now, is I would go in there and I would, if I can explain it like this, I would hook that little hook there and then pull it through. If that doesn't work for you, then you can use any of the old-fashioned ways. You can even use the bodkin. Okay, so this is done now. Can you see it's all a nice circle, and we have our hole there. And what we're going to do now is we are going to take our open-ended bodkin and put its little sharp teeth onto the one end of the elastic, and we're going to close it so that it is like that and that it doesn't actually pull out of your bodkin. And you are going to start by just putting it in there and ruching. Don't let this slip inside, guys, because then all your work is done for nothing. And get out the other side. There we go. And pull it out like that. Undo your bodkin. And I always pull it out as much as I can get it out, because what I need to do is I need to actually close this elastic. So I pin them on top of each other like that, and then I just go and do a little straight stitch back and forth over that piece of double elastic. So okay, so I can put my needle in so I can take my pin out, and then I'm gonna go forward, backwards, forward, and backwards again.
So he says when she makes scrunchies, they always end up too tight.
Too tight.
Elastic.
The elastic, yeah. Well, you can make them longer, né? You can adjust your elastics. Okay, so now you can see we have our elastic in here. And what we need to do is just to close this ugly hole. And how I do this is I lick my fingers, obviously, and then I just pull this piece of fabric straight, and I make sure that it turns in. And you can either iron it now flat if you want to iron, or you can just pin them on top, right on top of each other like that, pin them closed, and then you are gonna just edge stitch the hole closed. So let me get my hole closed. There we go. My whole hole. I want to get the whole hole closed. Okay, and then I am going to edge stitch this so that it stays closed. Quickly start with a double stitch and just sew right on the edge, making sure that you're obviously sewing through both layers and exactly where the hole is, so that you are actually closing the hole. Okay, and double stitch at the end. And clean up. Just cut away the little threads that are showing. And that is the big one done. This is this big enough for you?
It's closer.
Closer. This is the fat shame one. So I almost want to say this is the size our scrunchies was when we in the 80s or the 90s. When was the scrunchies in? Okay, so now I'm going to just quickly explain to you how to do all the ties, the Untie Me, the Bunny Chow Me, and the Bo Peep Show, and the Tie Me Down. You're going to cut all of them, unfold obviously, and you're going to cut 2 layers, and you are going to pin your 2 layers right side to right side, okay? And you are gonna leave a 5 centimeter gap. I leave it in the middle here because this is the part where we're gonna tie, so you're not gonna see that mark there. And you are gonna sew from the one mark right around to the other mark. All right, so I'm gonna do that quickly so that I can show you my cutting trick. So we're just gonna go all the way around. This one is nice and easy, it's around, so you don't have to do too many corners. You have to do one corner here at the top. I'm just gonna sew at 1 centimeter right around. I will find us an interesting pattern for next week. This has just been, I want to say, fan requests. So I will be back with something more difficult and interesting for next time.
Please do leave us a comment in the chat, even if you just say hi. It helps our little channel reach more people and helps us expand the sewing community and keep doing these live streams for free. So leave a smiley face, leave a heart.
Okay, so you can see that I've sewn right around, just leaving an opening because I need to turn it inside out. But if we turn this inside out, this fabric is too thick, so it makes our edge very thick. So what I normally do is at the hole, I cut in like that because I don't want to cut away this bit that I'm going to use to fold back when I'm done. And then I actually go, because I've lowered my stitch length, I've made it 2 centimeters, so my stitches are quite close to each other. So I cut to about, I want to say 3 mil. I will show you the difference between and show you how I cut quite close, but not on top of my stitch, obviously, but I cut quite close so that I don't have to actually do the whole cutting little nips into the fabric, because I find that it actually takes longer cutting nips. I'll show you now. I just want to get close to the end before I come closer.
People saying they look forward to these tutorials. Thanks a lot.
So if you, I don't know if you guys can see, but you see that that's 1 centimeter and I'm cutting down to about 3 mil. Right. Okay, so after I've done that, I will show you my bodkin trick. Well, try and show you. I don't think it always translates so well. Okay, so I find it, because this is a tiny little bit here, like a bridge, I find it quite difficult to get in here with my fingers. I have really big hands. So what I do is I take my, again, my open-ended bodkin and I stick it in the hole. And then I take the right there. Can you see? I'm going to push it into the bodkin. And I'm going to close the bodkin. And then I just pull that bit through. Normally just works. There we go. See, it holds onto it. So I'm opening it up again.
They can't really see it.
Okay, so I'm taking my open-ended bodkin. I'm pushing it into the hole like that. Can you see it in there? There it is. Okay, and I'm turning it, and I'm just putting a big piece of fabric in there. Closing my bodkin. So I shove this thingy up there so that it holds on, and then I just turn it inside out. So this works on small things. It doesn't work on big things, but can you see how easy that was? So now, this is what I call finger ironing. Is I just lick or wet my fingers. If you want to be COVID safe, then have a little bank teller wet sponge. So I just turn them out with by rolling them out so that it's easy to go and iron them. And if you're working with cotton or any natural fabric, you can actually, by doing this, almost iron them perfectly. Can you see how I want to lick my fingers?
Marie Brink wants to know, what does that little tool be called in Afrikaans?
There is no Afrikaans word. It's called a bodkin. BODKIN. And they are so cheap. Check out on the website. They're really, really cheap. Okay, can you see? So now this is all turned out. And I am going to steal the iron and pull it over Lisa. It's fine. It's fine. I have my handy little tailor's ham here. This is not ideal, but okay. And I'm just gonna, where I've turned it out, make sure that I give it an, this is not on. Why is this not on?
Probably because it's off.
It's pulled out, yeah. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? Let's try again.
People are saying they love the mini iron. If you guys love the mini iron, then either go buy yourself one at www.fabric8.co.za or check out all our social media accounts except YouTube. To enter our latest giveaway, we're giving away one of these little mini irons as well as an entire quilting kit. So the whole thing is worth about 2,000 Rand. Definitely go get in on that. And it includes a Prim mini steam iron. So
okay, so I'm just gonna iron it nice and flat, and you'll see that I'm not bothered with a hole yet. I'm gonna first get my ironing done. There we go. And last one. Get that done. Get that done. Okay. So this is a bit uncomfortable. Okay. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to flip, flop these little seams that are hanging out like that in.
Lynn says be gentle with her tailor's ham.
I'll tell you the tailor ham. And again, like with the scrunchie, we're gonna just pin them on top, right on top of each other, and we are gonna sew right on the edge. Lisa, this is done with for now. This is there. Just move the plastic away. Okay, so guys, obviously, if I make these for people, I wouldn't be sewing with this black thread here now. So don't give me lip. I know that this shouldn't be black thread, but I'm not gonna waste your time and mine with changing thread during the tutorial. Okay, so now I've closed that up. I'm gonna just come closer. The nice thing about me using black thread is I can show you so that you can see. All right. So if we were sewing in like a beigey cream or a grey, that would barely be visible. All right. And then I previously made this little one from the same fabric. There we go.
People want to know, what is a tailor's ham?
I'm going to do that just now.
Okay.
Just now. Hold your horses. So we're going to take this. I always tie here at the bit where I've actually sewn. And you are just going to tie it up. And pull it until you are happy with it. So this is a version of the same as this one, except this one slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. And then we have the next one, which is the bunny chow. And then we have this one with the long, sort of like a sash or a scarf ends. And that's it for tonight. And this one is just this big one. Now Lisa has made a suggestion that one actually uses this big one and then just maybe make the elastic shorter, then that it's all super scrunchy. But that's why I gave you lots of different pattern pieces and you can go play with them. And this is the Fat Shame Me. I shall put Fat Shame Me in me, on me. I don't know if you can see it. My hair's green, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright guys, so that was a very quick tutorial. Trust me, I know this sounds like I'm making up stories, but for me to draw up these patterns, I literally have to take Tuesdays to do it. So that's why I can't do like dress patterns and jacket patterns and all of that, because these patterns are all drawn up by me by hand on the computer, obviously. So, okay, for those of you who wanted to know about the tailor's hams, we have been struggling.
Amina, are you asking if people would wear those super scrunchies? Because yes, people is me.
Yeah, Lisa, we went to markets and we would walk from scrunchie shop to scrunchie shop and not a single one of them was big enough and scrunchy enough for Lisa. So I actually think Lisa would go with one that's even wider than this.
Yeah.
Like this wide. Yeah. I don't know what the point is, but yes, that's what she does. Okay, so I'm gonna just unplug the
the ones with the ears. Yes, I mean, people for sure would wear those.
Yo, it's
the kitties, the younger, the
tweens, and also the more zhuzhy sort of, high ponytail, bola, zhuzhy girls that work in, I don't know, an office. People who wear scarves. I don't wear scarves, so I don't understand scarves. But other people wear scarves and they think that's, yeah. So I think, yeah, definitely. Okay, so Taylor's ham. I have.
Wait, just wait before you do that. If you guys have any questions, you can pop them in chat now. We're gonna answer the questions now as we go along. It's our general Q&A.
Yeah, this is now the section where you can ask me anything. Shall we
Ask
put
her
the machine away so that we have more of an open. Let me put the machine away. Here we go. And then you can I have this? I want to explain this whole thing. It's just reorganizing. There we go. Lisa's got every piece of freaking electronic equipment open here. I am looking at myself in 6 angles.
Oh yeah. Okay. People say we should do doggy jerseys for winter.
Yes, I can.
And Ilse says the bunny ear thingy scrunchies are her best sellers at markets. So
There you go.
There you go, Amina.
Amina, now you know. Okay, so firstly, let me explain. I know we've actually sold I think 3 of these already this week. This is our little mini ironing board to go with our mini steam iron, aptly named by Lynn as Olaf. So because this feels a little bit ridiculous when you're on a big ironing board. Like, yeah. And the nice thing is you actually don't have to, for many things, you don't actually have to even take out your big iron. Only things I still use my big iron for is fusing, because fusing needs a really hot iron, and this just, it's too small and it takes too long. So if you're fusing big pieces, I would still use my big iron. All right. So because I can't find these products, that's why I'm making them for you. And I've Googled and I've checked. There is nobody that I could find in South Africa that makes them, and that makes them not in a ugly, I don't know, something just fell. That's an earring, just left my ear. An earring just left my ear. It didn't want to hear me anymore. Well, where was I? Oh, yeah, I could find one, and it was out of stock, and it was made of that ugly, what is it, like lumberjack
Wood.
Lumberjack plaid, and I'm just I need to matchy. So I am giving you the opportunity to get the whole set in a matchy. Lynn, as Lynn said, she's already ordered awaiting. So this is a Taylor's ham, and I don't want to really use this one because it's obviously a product. But what will we do with that Taylor's ham is basically a movable, rounded ironing board. Okay, so the outside is 100% cotton. Traditionally, it's made with wool, but wool is not something that South Africa stocks in pretty fabric, in pretty colors and designs. So I went with cotton because the cotton and the wool is very much the same. And also, I've heard that people say that if you use pure wool
Sorry, can I interrupt you just so you can explain to all the new people what Live Tuesdays is? We just got a lot of new viewers.
Okay, hi guys. I'm under direction to tell you who we are. I am Amanda. This is Lisa, my daughter, my partner in the business, and behind the camera is Matthew. And we are from the online store Fabric with an 8. And we are a creative supply store, obviously specializing in sewing, knitting and crochet, but we will be expanding. We are expanding literally weekly. If you ever want to know what new stock is, just go on our website. There is a new section, and that literally comes in like dated order. It's all 𝐷𝐪𝐿mekaar, but it's in date order. So as we load new products, it shows up there, and you don't have to go sook for it or struggle to find it. We do Live Tuesdays Tuesday evening
Every
at
Tuesday.
7.
Live Tuesdays is on
Yes, on
Tuesday.
Thursday at 8. No.
Tuesday at 7.
Live Tuesdays on a Tuesday evening at 7. And the setup is we do a short, easy beginners sort of tutorial, which I provide and make the patterns for, and you can download.
Sewing tutorial.
A sewing tutorial. And I try and teach you, especially beginners and newbies, because I feel like there's not a lot of people out there helping new beginner sewers. And also because of a time limit. I can't make a dress because people don't have the patience to wait 8 weeks to get the dress done. Okay, so we do a short tutorial of about an hour, and then we have a general Q&A, normally about a half an hour to an hour, where you can ask me anything. You can ask me about anything in the shop that I actually sell. You can ask me anything if you have a problem about you're struggling with the sewing machine. You can ask me anything sewing. Okay,
but it's worth mentioning that most of you guys joined a little late tonight. Yes. I don't know if it's because the notification was sent out late. But it's 7 p.m. every Tuesday. And we also save all the live streams afterwards. So we can everywhere except TikTok. So it's saved on YouTube, on TikTok, YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So if you want to watch tonight's tutorial, you can go back. It will be saved afterwards. We did some scrunchies today.
Yes.
All
but it was sorts of different shapes and sizes scrunchies.
It was a very quick and easy tutorial. Yeah. Usually we go on later, but if you guys did miss out, please do go watch it afterwards. Yeah. Or tune in next week 7 p.m. Join our mailing list. We send reminders.
This is project 22. So there is 21 other projects that we've already done. And I know there's a way that you can actually, I know on Instagram you can follow or something so that it reminds you.
You can set a reminder on Instagram. After the live stream, I put up a story with a little timestamp thingy on it. If you click on that, it will send you a reminder closer to the time. And the same on YouTube. And we're making events on Facebook. So you can go find the event and go click, yes, I'm going. Yes. And Facebook will send you a reminder as well. But go put it in your diary, 7 p.m. every Tuesday. And we all have loads of fun. We're doing the general question and answer session now. So you guys can pop any sewing questions, anything at all, in the chat right now. And we'll try and answer them. I've got like 10 devices here monitoring all of our platforms. And also if you want like a demonstration on something, you can tell us, put it in chat. People have now requested some doggy jerseys for winter. The scrunchies were also requested, so we will get it.
And then we're talking about a tailor's hand and pressing equipment. So this is a little tiny table ironing board. They're available on our website, and they are exclusive fabrics. When the fabrics are done, they're done. I'm not buying again the same fabrics, and we are specifically talking about the tailor ham. A tailor ham basically is a round shape shifting ironing board, if you understand what I'm saying. So if I'm doing a dress and it has a dot and I need to iron that dot, I can maneuver my tailor's ham to smoothly iron over the curve, so that you're not, when a dot creates shape, but when you iron a dot flat, it actually loses its shape again. So that's what you use a tailor's ham for. This is another form and shape of a tailor's ham, and this one you can still use exactly because it's also movable like this, but this is actually perfect for sleeves. Sleeve, when you're doing a sleeve and you want to, before you sew it to the actual dress, you want to iron the inner seam. So it's made thin enough that it actually goes into your sleeve, and then you can iron it. All right. So those are that. They are going to be available in the same colors and matchy to whichever ironing board you pick. This is just a few samples. This was the first sample, so you'll see it's a little bit too small. So we made another one, and I am actually fetching and buying all the stuff for this tomorrow. So it will probably be up after the weekend. The other thing I wanted to say is I have a sample sleeve board, yeah, and a sample clapper literally on its way to Cape Town. Okay, looks really good. I haven't seen it, I haven't felt it, so I'm gonna work with it a while to see if it actually works. The sleeve board is my own design. It's copied from my one that I use, that I made about 10 years ago. So I'm not worried about the sleeve board. I know that's going to be right. I'm just going to check it quickly. And then I'm also getting a clapper. Now the clapper is the one that I need to test, because it needs to have a certain weight and a certain feel in your hand, because there's nothing worse than a clapper that just is uncomfortable to hold. So those we should have within the next 2 weeks.
Getting to them, we're just dealing with them as they came in. So just wait. We're getting to you, I promise.
Okay, so this is it's supposedly 100% natural fabric, but it does I think it's got some linen and some wool and some cotton, so it actually irons quite difficult. So I want to show you. Actually,
You're talking about the
yeah, I'm talking about the fabric. Okay, so I'm
why
gonna.
would you say that?
Woo! When you need to have your scissors sharpened, I'm gonna actually show you. It's also because I'm at an angle. Okay, so say for instance, I am wanting to iron this. Okay,
No.
What? What are you?
No, Matthew's trying to adjust things.
Okay, so I'm ironing it, but if you can, I don't know if you guys can see, okay, but look at this. If I take this, I've got my iron on steam, and this is a clapper.
Now what do you do with it?
I want you to see, can you see the difference?
That it's flatter.
Can you see how flat?
Yeah, but now how do we show that to them?
That's very difficult. I'm gonna put it
on
over
the
my
board
hand.
and
No,
take the board.
can you see how thin and flat that has been ironed? And I actually ironed it less than this one. Can you see? It's not as flat and it's still making bubbles. So that's what a clapper is. So, for instance, let's say
What did you do? You ironed
I
it
just
and then
clapped
you
it.
clapped it.
I clap. You clap things with it, okay? You just clap. So I'm going to do it again to show you how effective doesn't sound right.
That isn't how you say it, but
Okay, that went skew.
this is man.
That went skew. Let me just give it another one. It's just while it's cooling down, but I don't know if you can see it, man. I'm going to do another one so we can maybe make you see the folds.
Oh, I get it. It's like when you straighten or you curl your hair.
Yeah, it's the
you
flat-
curl your hair and then you go and you pin it up like that to let the heat set.
Yeah, it's just,
That is
yes.
what that is doing.
Yes, but it adds weight. So
Yeah.
so it sort of pushes it into shape. Okay, so can you see how I'm struggling with this?
It's lifting.
It's lifting, okay? But look at this one. This is almost like, look, to get it apart.
Ah. Wow, I'm sold.
Okay, so that's a clapper. This is my own one.
I don't need it.
This is my own one. The ones that I'm having made looks more like traditional clappers, even though it doesn't really matter. But yes. So hopefully, I was hoping that it would be here by tonight, but then the courier didn't pick up as quickly as we thought. So it should be here tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to brag about it next week. Any other questions?
Yes. Okay. Do you guys have any accessories for 𝐓 domestic machines? She only sees bobbins.
No, because of me not being an agent for them, they are very particular. My future plan is definitely to get more and more generic sewing feet. I haven't actually personally sewn on a new or a late 𝐓, so I can't tell you. But if it takes the generic feet, the generic clip-on feet, then any of the brother feet should fit on it. But yes, that's unfortunate. I cannot get 𝐓 specific.
What do you stuff the tailor's ham with? And I say trade secrets. But you can answer that. What do you stuff the tailor's ham with?
Let me Google that for you.
Why?
Because it's on Google. You can stuff it with the different things. Sawdust. I've seen people stuff it with rice.
Cool.
Anything that doesn't melt.
I was looking for custom labels.
Yes. We
The dreaded question.
Yeah,
Every week.
I wish I could throw this label machine away. We've had more issues with our label machine. The people actually has been here and they fixed it. You can literally, if I could move the camera, I am looking at the label printer now.
Sad.
It's looking sad. What's the bane?
Bane of my existence.
Absolutely hate this thing. I haven't even started. So we've done some samples and testing of our own, and it seems to be working. So yeah, we can do that.
Not even close.
But why don't you get up and show them then? Because I'm not
Doing the
actually.
splits. I'd have to put my
I don't
legs
know.
over the table.
I don't know if they can see it here.
Yes, they can. Matthew, for example, could tell you whether they could see it.
They
there.
can see it.
Okay, so we are
Work in progress.
no, it's actually I actually don't want to talk about it until I've tasted it 150 times, because every time I say it works, it stops working. So as far as I know, we have all the settings right now, we have all the heat and the alles, because every time there is a problem, it is me, I'm doing something wrong, even though the settings are exactly like the previous time I used it. But I seem to have figured it out now, and as I said, I printed those and they worked without hassles. So I'm going to make a new sheet and I will share that on somewhere. The other problem with the ribbon printing at the moment is we are still having to do an upgrade on our website to be able to sell something at per meter. Yes, nobody tells you this stuff before you plan and buy stuff. Yeah, so
I'm on his ass.
Yeah,
I'm following
we
up
are
every
working
day.
our IT guy to get us to be able to sell per meter, because at the moment we can just sell per item. There is no meterage. So we are working on that. So if you WhatsApp me, I can start working on yours. Amina, yours is up for tomorrow. The other ones are already printed and waiting. Let me just give you some advice on the label printer. You cannot have a very intricate design, because just think about this, a label or a 25 millimeter wide, it doesn't take a very big picture. And if it's too intricate, it almost looks just like a black blob or a blue blob or a yellow blob. So if you guys are designing labels or wanting labels, I'll show you what I did. You can see that even our Fabric8, we've just made plain black. And do you see like that little heart thing? If there's white in the black, make the white bits big. It can't be little dots because they don't show up. Okay, but yes, we are working on that, and as soon as it's live on the website, you'll know that it is up and running 100%. Up till then, you are welcome to WhatsApp me your designs, and then I will advise you if it works or not.
Someone asked, what is a clapper? But I think you explained what it is. A clapper.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay. And then Butterfly Dream said Will Smith will know what a clapper is.
Yes, Will Smith is a clapper.
Okay, what, like right now, or is this another night? This is live. Welcome.
This is
we
the
are
live. You have arrived at the live.
What would be your advice for someone starting a sewing business?
That's.
I feel like
that
they
is
are
like
sewing
a
something.
very huge question. Advice: have a sewing machine.
Buy a Prim Mini Iron from Fabric8.
Depending on what, I don't know, a sewing business, get someone her age to promote you on social media.
Me, preferably.
Yes.
Exactly.
Speak to Lisa.
Lisa is
I
Lisa's
said-
age.
I am my age.
Yes, get a youngster who understands marketing today, because that is how most people sell their stuff, né? On Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I couldn't believe when she told me that people are actually seeing us on TikTok and then buying, until my own clients came and told me, "Oh, I saw you on TikTok," and I'm like, I thought that was just stupid videos. But yes,
Which is what we make.
Yes.
Stupid videos.
Yeah.
That's the brand.
So if you have a slightly more specific question about what you want to know about a sewing business, I would be up, but that's very, very big and vague.
Website. Get a website. Even if it's a bad website, get a website up. I see, this is my advice, and
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't
she's
have
gonna-
a sewing business, but my advice for anyone starting up a business is have a website, even if it's like a shitty Wix website, which, by the way, my second piece of advice is don't make a Wix website. Go straight to WordPress, get a template. Even if you don't have a domain yet, you've just got lisa.wordpress.com. Have that, so that you have somewhere to send your clients and you don't have to be taking orders over private message
WhatsApp.
or over phone call. It makes your business look 100% more professional just having a one-page website, as opposed to not having a website and doing everything on social media. And I see this especially with young people my age and younger. They only have an Instagram account that they sell scrunchies on. And then it's such a hassle for me as a customer to reach them to make sure that they are making the scrunchie I want them to make. Because a website I can pay and instantly get an invoice that says, well done, you've paid, your scrunchie is on the way. Well, if I'm talking to you on WhatsApp, on Instagram or on Facebook, there's a whole delay in communication. While if you know this is your 24/7 business, then you're gonna almost make those scrunchies. So I would say get a website up, even if it's just like a placeholder, just with your name and a contact form or something.
Also, my suggestion is that you, especially if you have a website or anything, that you don't have 150 different fabrics, because that's 150 different products, and then you're going to make them in different sizes, which makes it 300 products. Say you make it in the big bazooka, and you make that same fabric in the fat shamey, and so then we are talking 150 times 5, and you have 1,000 products. And actually all you're making is 4 different size scrunchies. Okay? Start limited. If you are choosing fabric, this is something I had to learn, because you guys can see I have a very specific taste. And I don't understand other people's taste. And it took me years to realize that.
She doesn't understand.
I don't get her taste. So what I do is I would actually take pictures of fabric and send it to someone with the exact opposite taste from me, so that I know that I am covering the people who are like me, but also the opposite. So if you're the opposite of me, for instance, I like things like this, I like black, I like skulls, I like tattoos, I like shit like that. But there's not everyone.
I like
doesn't.
girly things.
She likes
girly butterflies, flowers.
These are all chose today for Lisa. All of this fabric
girly,
is chosen for Lisa.
flowery
Okay,
things.
but this is
Not this.
this is a good instance. Look, this and this is not the same person. Okay, but I can almost guarantee you that if we have a poll, you'll probably get about 60% of people like this and about 40% like this. Okay, this is more traditional. It's more
Aesthetic.
oh, that's what I don't think it's aesthetic at all, for instance, but everyone's tastes differ, and that's the thing. When you are choosing only your taste, and even if you try and choose someone else's taste, you're still getting it wrong. Interesting enough, our new fabrics, let me show you. It's my sister-in-law helped choose, and just to show you what she chose compared to the fabrics I would choose. That's sort of that. And this is also her. See, now I would walk right past this piece of fabric, and I, as I said, I'm more of a skull. I chose dots and stars. It's too deep here. but this is not my taste in fabric. It doesn't mean, I mean, I'm not being rude saying this is not my style. I can see that it's
I
gonna
would
look.
rather buy this than that.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing.
And she would rather buy this than that. So
Yes.
you need to make sure that you're covering your
So you need to make sure that you
target
actually
market
have
and not just
people
yourself.
who instruct, or no, it's not, who
Guide.
educate you on their taste.
Something that I live by this year, my motto for the year is also start before you're ready. If you have this idea that you have a business and you want to make scrunchies, and that's the idea, then start. Tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell your grand's friends, and start and have that business. Make an Instagram account and start.
Yes.
You don't have to be ready to make 100 scrunchies
No.
and make 100 scrunchies in a day or have the perfect website set up. Just start, because if you don't start, you're still going to be talking about this 6 months from now. Your
Yeah.
website is still not going to be up. You're still not going to be able to make 100 scrunchies a day, and you're still going to have no clients. So start today, because tomorrow you're already one step ahead of where you were today.
Yes, and don't go out and take 25,000 Rand and go buy 25,000 Rand worth of fabric. Guys, you need to start the business with scraps and 1/2 meter pieces of fabric or 1/4 meter. If you're making scrunchies, you don't need even a 1/2 meter of a fabric. All right, start it. Don't spend money until you've actually got clients. Okay, so I made 4 of these. Yeah, only 4. They are all sold now. So the first ones, I am not making a lot of money on, and I'm going to just be honest because this is a business question. I'm not making a lot of money on this because I had to buy 4 pieces of
Little
wood.
pieces.
I had to buy these little feet at 15 Rand each. Well, now as I up my game, my actual profit will get bigger and bigger and bigger because I am going to be ordering. Yes, I'm taking the risk, so that's why I get more profit. But I'm going to be ordering not 4, but 20 pieces of wood and 20 times 4 feet.
And every time you make something, you get smarter. So today you're making a scrunchie and it's taking you this piece of fabric. Tomorrow you've perfected your scrunchie making. You're not only using little strips like this.
Yeah.
And the first couple you make, you're wasting all that fabric. That's costing you money and costing you profits. There's Bianca Patterson on Instagram says that if you are doing something like a scrunchie business with multiple items and multiple fabrics and multiple sizes, you can say, add in the description box what fabric you want and the quantity you want and how many meters you want and things like that. Zeb Moore wants to know how much is the label printer. I'm not convinced we sell the label printer.
No, we don't sell the label printer. I think it's, was it 15,000, something like that? I don't know. Ask John.
Fauzia Mutara asks, how much is the mini iron?
$670.
$690.
$690.
On Fabric8.co.za. You can go check it out. And you should also go into our latest giveaway. We're giving away one Pro Mini Steam Iron as well as an entire quilting kit. I was about to say an entire quilting kit. We can, if we're out of questions, we can also do a quick run through of what is in this. But it's on all our social media accounts. Go check it out and enter. Lots of comments. Oh yeah. Thank you for sharing the roll-up bag I made on your stories, Krishni. Thank you for making it. It's so exciting seeing the stuff you guys make. She's the one who did it like a makeup
brush.
bag.
Listen, guys, any one of those little bags, I'm telling you, if you give that to someone who doesn't sew, they think you are absolutely amazing and they think you're a genius. I gave my mother-in-law a bag and she could not believe that I had made it.
Did I miss any questions, guys? If I missed any questions, just send them again. Someone did ask if we've done invisible zips, and I know we did a massive tutorial on zips last week.
Yes, and
not invisible zips.
And I said that invisible zip, we need to be very close up on the actual sewing machine, and we can't manage that yet, so I cannot do an invisible zip.
We can also do a reel.
But there is so many people on, you'll find one. Invisible zip is not for a beginner. Please, people, do not put yourself off sewing a zip for the rest of your life by starting with the invisible zip.
Matthew, can you check if there's any questions?
We've done a tutorial on binding. It's called bias binding, and you can find it on our Instagram.
Bias binding. I think that's on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So you can just go back. Someone asked about labels. We're not doing labels right now. But we have a whole massive array of pre-made labels, and you can just search on the website for labels.
We literally have the biggest selection of pre-made labels. We have so many plans, people, but every plan takes a week. It feels like it.
Making your own binding, attaching binding around corners. I think we did do that.
We did not. Did I cut binding? I'm sure I did.
I don't know. We'll look into it.
No. There is a bias binding tutorial. Just go have a look at that. It does show you how to cut the binding. It does show you how to fold the binding. And it also shows you how to go around a corner.
Matthew, check the question box.
Can you begin sewing on an overlocking machine?
Can you begin sewing?
On an overlocking machine.
Yes and no. An overlocker can just overlock. So if you have a 4-thread overlocker, that's called a safety lock, then you can make clothing with it, but you will need a straight sewing machine. That's the first thing you need. Then you buy an overlocker. So if you have an overlocker, yes, you can surely do some things, but you won't be able to do any finishes where there's top stitching or fine work, because the overlocker doesn't go around corners.
I think anything else?
Yes. Can you make clothing with quilting fabric? I read mixed reviews. Some saying yes, it's good. Others say not good and can't withstand frequent washing.
How?
Is that the thing?
I'm just thinking, what do you wash more than a quilt? Something you sleep under.
I've washed my quilt once.
Okay, well that's just gross.
Well, that's in clothing.
But I do my own washing.
But let me explain. It's all about the type of fabric, and every type of fabric has its ups and it has its downs. Okay, so 100% cotton, which is quilting fabric, is also the same as old jeans. Old jeans fabric that doesn't stretch, that is also 100% cotton. All right. So why would it makes no difference. It's 100% cotton. What is the positives to cotton fabric? Cotton fabric, because it's a natural product, it breathes. So it's not plastic. It breathes. It does one of its negatives. It creases. Yes. What's the main thing about, for instance, jeans fabric? What is the problem? Is where it gets ironed a lot or where it gets folded a lot, it starts going through on those. But I have certainly made clothing with quilting fabric. quilting fabric is very expensive and it's not as wide as clothing or a dress fabric. So that's why people don't use it, because it's expensive. It costs you about 150, 200 Rand a meter. And as I said, they're only about 110 wide. So it's an expensive fabric, but yes, you can make clothing out of it. Another thing to remember when you're using 100% pure cotton is that even if the shop assistant cannot 100% assure you that it has been washed, you have to wash it before you cut, because cotton shrinks. Okay, so you need, as soon as you start ironing out all of those little wrinkles that you've just wrung, it stretches again. So I lost my words. Best way to do it is to wash the fabric. Don't scrub, don't wrinkle it too much. Hang it over the washing line and try and get it as flat as you possibly can without stretching it, and let it dry naturally, and then you cut out. Okay, so please, the reason why I say don't iron is because with my classes and things, I've seen what people think is ironing. People think this is ironing.
That's how I iron.
This is not ironing.
You don't
ironing
iron.
is, this is ironing. Okay?
Soft.
It's we have these new sole plates that are made of Teflon so that it glides. Because if you press like this, you can stretch any fabric when you heat it up. So don't iron before you cut. So dry your fabric so that you don't need to iron it.
Any other questions, Matthew?
No. That's
Do you
all.
want to just refresh it? Make sure.
Bianca, just glide the iron.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Bianca, I like the way you
No, that's
think.
it.
Any more questions, guys? Pop them in chat now. I'll ask Amanda.
Okay,
for
so
you.
while you're waiting, I'm gonna just quickly do the giveaway for you. I'm sure you can. There's a reel with it all on there. So this is the first prize. It is a.
Oh, let me just say. So the giveaway, we are doing a quilt giveaway this time around, which includes the Prim Mini Steam Iron, which is like the main prize. It's almost 700 Rand if you buy it yourself. The main prize is worth over 2,000 Rand, and we've also got a runner-up prize, and it's super easy to enter. You only need one entry to win, but you can enter 100,000 times if you want
Yeah.
to. Check us out on Instagram, check out our stories, check out our mailers if you've joined our mailing list. If you haven't, go to fabric8.co.za/mail and join our mailing list. Check out Facebook and TikTok. There's a lot of ways to enter, and I mean, it's as simple as liking our giveaway post, and then you're entered to win this awesome prize. So, okay, tell them what it is.
Okay, so it's a mini steam iron, three quilting rulers.
Oh, wait, sorry. Let us know in chat if you're excited for this giveaway. Come on, guys. We need to up the engagement.
Let us know if you need Lisa to stay quiet now. Give us a shh. Speak no evil.
Hectic.
Okay, so it's the Prim mini steam iron. You get 2 different quilting rulers and this little triangle, which you can cut diamonds with. What?
You can cut diamonds with
Yeah. It makes a diamond if you cut it double. Okay. The full size 45. It's probably getting any quilting fabric that has sewing machines or anything sewing on it. And finally, it has a generic 1/4 inch quilting foot, piercing quilting foot with guide. Okay, so that full name is 1/4 inch piercing quilting foot with guide.
That's not what I called it on our video.
I didn't give you the full name because it's a mouthful. Okay, so that's the first prize, and then we don't generally want the second prize to be as awesome as the first prize.
So the first prize is worth about 2,000 Rand, guys.
And
Like,
yes, the second prize we did because we always feel bad just drawing one. Again, you got 2 pieces of quilting fabric. You have your little tin with the same Same clips as the other one. I think it's either 30, I think it's 40 quilt of our metal fabric clips. You also get a web wipe to wipe away your tears because you didn't win them. A quilting ruler. Anyone who buys quilting stuff knows these rulers are about 200 rand each. A mini me rotary cutter. It's a 28 millimeter, which I use to I use this a lot for paper cutting. All right. Again, your centimeters, inches, nice and wide fiberglass tape measure. Another sucker.
Bianca says quilting items are priceless.
Yes. And then you get the little flower-headed quilting pins and also a roll of that same ribbon. And that is the second prize.
Someone asked, when is the draw? The last day to enter is the 18th of April. So stay on top of our socials until then and get as many entries as you can.
Yeah. 18 April.
18 April. And we will do the draw on live stream like this on the 19th of April at 7 p.m. But also let that guide you in the fact that we cannot announce a winner before the 19th of April. So if anyone inboxes you claiming that you've won before the 19th of April, it's a scam, block and report, and wish bad things upon them.
Yes, and guys, we will never send you anything with a link in it. We will only after the 18th ask for your name, email address, phone number, and street address.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we need those 4 specific things? So we can send you your winning prize. We don't need you to fill in forms. We don't need you to click on a link. Our system is not that freaking awesome that we can send you a link that will take you to a page that will make you, no. We will never ask you for money. If you win
no money.
Yeah.
If you have to pay,
if you
it's a
win
scam.
something from us, you get it all for free, including the courier cost. Everything that we give away is 100% free. Okay? Also, another thing, I'm sure it's in the rules, you have to be in South Africa to be able to win our prizes. We cannot and will not courier overseas. All right, and another thing, please.
It will cost us as much as the price.
Yeah, no, we can't do that, okay? Another thing, we have fun WhatsApp groups. We have 4 different ones at the moment.
We have so many WhatsApp
Okay,
groups now.
so we have a general information, it's called what? Updates. A general updates WhatsApp group. You can join this. This is the quiet group, the one where you're not allowed to say anything, but Lisa gives you all the information you need about our, for instance, we'll tell you that the live is starting or that we have a special year, but not a lot, maybe 1 post a day, not even. Yes. And then we have our sewing groups. We have a sewing group 1 and we have a sewing group 2, and we have now also got an Afrikaans sewing group, and it's a WhatsApp group. Guys, you are welcome to join, but remember, this is busy. People talk. It's a talking group. Anyone on the group can talk. Okay, so my answer to that is I mute the group until I have time to actually read it. I have learned things from this group, and I'm sure anyone on the group will tell you that they've learned even more than me because, I just know so much.
Everything.
I know everything. So I am always open to learn, and I find that the best way to learn is to ask people.
Yeah. And people are super helpful in these
Yes.
groups. So if you're struggling with something, can't find a pattern, need some advice, or just want to share your awesome project that your husband or your kids don't understand how difficult it was and how amazing it is, then send it on the group. People share their projects, and that's the coolest part.
It's inspirational for me. I look at it and I think, oh, I want to make that.
Yes, it's very
And
cool.
then anyway.
I'm sending the link to the WhatsApp group. Not the link to the WhatsApp group. I'm sending the link in chat right now. www.fabric8.co.za/insta-link. there you will find the links to everything.
Yeah,
So you'll
and
find
also
our Live
patterns.
Tuesdays link from there. You'll find the link to the patterns from there. You'll find the mailing list link from there, as well as all the WhatsApp groups. 𝐕𝐈𝐄 says she learned so much from the group. And then Krishni also, how do you get added? Go to www.fabric8.co.za/insta-link and click on one of those links there.
Okay, just be sure that just read the group name. There is a specific group that's Afrikaans.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes. So
It
just
is.
be sure that you choose either group 1 or group 2.
Sorry, we had a question. Lynn says, when I'm overlocking on viscose, the loop is not against the material. It sticks past, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Tension.
Yeah, it's a tension issue, Lynn. Your loopers are not tight enough, or you might, especially on viscose, because it's such a floppy fabric, you might be pulling. Okay, you need to let it feed all on its own without pulling it. And with viscose, to get it full into the loop, my suggestion is that you actually cut off like a mil or two. Because what happens is viscose is quite stretchy. So it pulls the fabric sort of straight and thinner. So you gotta let it feed on its own. If it's still doing that, after letting it feed on its own and cutting off, it might be that your foot pressure, you should lighten it on a thin viscose.
That's it. Maybe just say what is Live Tuesdays and then we can leave.
Okay, guys.
Okay, while she ends off, leave us a comment, leave us a
Thumbs up.
heart, leave us a
Wave,
like.
Pray.
Do something in chat for
Clap.
us, please. It allows us to keep doing these live streams at no cost to you or basically to us,
Yeah.
except our time. But we don't want to be talking to an empty phone.
room. Yes,
So
please.
leave us a like and a comment.
We need
and
friends.
it helps people like you who are interested in sewing and interested in making the sewing community in South Africa a little bit bigger. It helps them find us too. So you found us, you're in the WhatsApp groups, you're on the website, you're in the live streams, but there are people like you who don't know about us. They don't know about the free patterns and the awesome WhatsApp chats. So if you leave us a like and you share it and you heart it and you send poop emojis, it helps these social media platforms push us out to a little bit more people.
Yes, and we have big plans. I keep saying this, but and we will get there. I know I shouldn't say things ahead of time, but I want you guys to be as excited as I am. We have plans to help everyone that supports us by supporting right back. We aren't there yet. We don't know enough
I'm
about...
one person.
Yeah.
That's the problem with most of these plans.
Yeah.
I am one person, we are doing the giveaway, and then we're back on that.
Yeah,
I
but-
posted about it on the group
Yes.
as well.
But we will
Work in
get
progress.
there. We get everything done. We might just be slower. We are not Take-A-Lot. Guys, we had an instance today where someone placed an order and they didn't get their emails. Guys, if you place an order and anything seems fishy, please email us. Let us figure it out. Don't get upset. We are here. We have your money. If you paid it over, we have it. It will not go anywhere. We are here every Tuesday. It's I can't show my face here if I'm stealing your money. I promise you. I need to know if there's issues on the website. Help me help you. Okay, so we do this every Tuesday. This is called Live Tuesday. You guessed right. Yes, I'm Amanda. This is Lisa, my daughter. Behind the camera, maybe Matthew, can you come say hi? Just stand here for a while so we can have our, what's his name, shot. And I will talk. And if you think we are posing to get our cover picture. Okay, so on a Tuesday evening, we start off by doing a sewing tutorial about an hour's worth. And then and then we do a general Q&A. So all the patterns are available. We've done 22 projects up until today, and quite funky, nice things. And So please join us next week and tell people about us. Tell people about us. And if you need
Tell
any
your friends, tell your granny, tell your mom, tell your aunt.
Yes. And if you need anything, our website is www.fabric, the word with a C, with the number 8.co.za. You don't have to buy, just go browse there. I promise you, I do not know a single person who sews who doesn't like looking at tools and accessories. Just go look, make up a wish list. You never know. We will soon launch gift vouchers, or we might have already. No, we still another work in progress. We will be launching gift vouchers so your loved ones can just buy you, just give you money. Fabric8 money. Okay, guys, thank you.
Wait. Ashley says she's told her mom and her mom is here.
Welcome,
Hi,
Mom.
Ashley's mom.
Ashley's mom. Is there not a song? Ashley's mom has
Maddie,
got
come
it
back.
going on.
Come back.
What?
Work Cassie wants to know where Matthew's dance is for the day.
What do you mean dance? I don't do a dance every
Yes,
day.
you do.
No, that's not- that's
Yes,
not-
you do.
What do you mean? I don't
Matthew,
do
come,
dances, I
Matthew,
can't
this
do
time.
dances.
Matthew
One
is doing.
look at do, look at
No,
This is
guys,
not
say
going on.
bye.
Yes, we're going
Say bye. Goodbye, guys.
Next week I'll
Wait,
think of
no, there's
something.
something else. Okay, so the WhatsApp links on the website are broken. I will fix them. Check
With-
back in the morning.
Why are they broken?
It's because I have to reset them to a spammers don't worry.
Oh, okay.
So
Alright.
I will fix them now within the next hour. So just check back a little later. fabric8.co.za/insta-link. You'll find that link everywhere. But go to that link and you can join our WhatsApp groups. I'm sorry, the links are broken. I'll fix them. It is to avoid spammers joining. So there is method to the madness.
Yes, we try and make new ones every day so that we can get rid of the spammers and also keep them away. Thanks, guys. That's all for tonight. Over and out. Matthew, go
Bye.
press the buttons so that I don't have to sit here waving for half an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna let us leave YouTube